For an update on what's new in products and services from the business world, here's the Executive Report.
Good morning and welcome to Executive Report. Executive Report today is brought to you by Financial Services of America, and with us in the studios of the Business Channel is the CEO, Dante Perano. Welcome back to Channel 22 and the Business Channel, Dante. It's been a while since we've seen you here, and this is a subject that is very much of interest to our viewers out there, and it's the subject of real estate today and how many opportunities await you, and Dante is an expert on this subject. So Dante, first of all, why don't you start by telling us a little about yourself and about Financial Services of America.
Okay. Financial Services of America was a company that was designed to help investors buy properties at wholesale prices. Originally, I started out in the real estate business in 1975. And as a general real estate broker, I learned that there was a serious demand for people that couldn't afford to buy homes to be exposed to opportunities where they could buy homes below fair market value. And consequently, by becoming an investor myself, and after years of buying properties at discounted prices, I now have set up a way where people can buy properties from our company at below fair market value. And we've come to Southern California for the last 2 weeks to expose this opportunity. Last weekend in Manhattan Beach, we had about 1,500 people that showed up, and unfortunately we had to turn away about 500 people at the door. So what I'd strongly encourage you to do is take our phone number down. I do have a public relations department that is ready, willing, and able to answer your questions at the 209-944-9400 phone number. And so what I'd encourage you to do after viewing this show is to call into that public relations department and have them answer additional questions about buying properties at wholesale prices.
All right, Dante, we'll talk about the seminars at the end of the program. What is the main focus of your company?
Yeah, the main focus is dealing with banks and savings and loans. We go in and buy a large portion of their portfolio at any given time. For example, a savings and loan that, let's say, repossessed 1,000 properties, we'll go in and examine those properties and we'll purchase 50 to 100 of those properties at a time. Then we take those properties, and we're a lot like a wholesale company, where a wholesaler goes in and buys VCRs. They buy 10,000 and they get it just over what it costs to produce those VCRs. Well, we do the same thing with real estate. By buying in bulk and paying cash, we're able to lower that purchase price down real low. And then we can expose these opportunities in a seminar setting with slideshow presentation to people that are interested in purchasing some of these assets at that bulk price on an individual basis.
And of course, these firms, the S&Ls, are anxious to get rid of these properties.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, more and more we're seeing S&Ls with large numbers of properties, not just 5 or 6 repossessions. I mean thousands of properties that are available. In this seminar, we have a list, a current list right now, of about 5,000 properties that are available. However, we have bulk purchase situations where a person can come in and buy, maybe we have about 100 that we brought to Southern California the next 3 days, starting this evening at this evening's seminar. And it's first come, first serve. But we'll expose you to 100 that we have locked up right now, but we'll give you a list of 5,000 that are available in case you don't see anything that we've locked up and closed on that you like.
All right, a person with limited funds, how would they be able to fit into your program?
Yeah, well, a person with limited funds, has a couple objectives. One is they can consider equity sharing, or they consider what's called a general partnership. And at the seminars, we talk about equity sharing and how one can participate with another investor in buying a property if they have limited capital, or we talk to them about forming a general partnership to buy maybe an investment property that the person would not live in.
Is there a particular age group that fits into your program better than others?
Yeah, well, we deal with a broad spectrum of people. We have a kid right now, 22 years old, that just bought 6 houses from us and paid all cash. His name is Matt O'Brien. He's from Aptos, California. And he got all excited about the program, and of course his parents got all excited about the program, and so they got an equity line on their house so that they could get him involved in this investing. And he was buying houses at about 50% of the fair market value with a huge positive cash flow. That particular investment to him yielded 20% per year. cash on cash. And so I'd really encourage one that has money either sitting idle in the bank or sitting idle in your house. You might really want to consider perhaps putting that money to use in a high-yielding investment like an income-producing property.
You help investors with the selection of the property and with the financing?
Yes, absolutely. We handle showing a person physically the property. We'll take you out there and see what you think. We'll tell you about the area. In fact, we make it mandatory. There's no blind purchases. You have to see the property before you purchase it. And the prices are so exciting that a lot of people want a blind purchase, and that's not what we're designed for. We also give a person an inspection guide, but our staff really works with the investors in helping them buy the property, like a hand-holding type thing through the first couple deals. And then after an investor's been with us for a while and they sell the properties, which is called flipping, they usually bring the money right back into the company and back into our company to buy more properties, because it's a form of compounding. And so then, you know, the snowball just keeps going. Yeah.
All right. Can you help with tax considerations for investors?
Yes. We have John Dioka in our office that specializes in two forms of tax considerations, one being a 1031 tax-deferred exchange and the other being low-income housing tax credits. Understand that 1031 is merely a tax deferral, which is good for investors that are moving up, legging up. Your low-income housing tax credits, which is your LIHTC program, is more designed for the person that's after tax credits rather than tax deferral. So it actually lowers your tax bill by going with LIHTC, and John specializes and he can tell you about that.
Are properties available other than single-family homes?
Yes, absolutely. We have multifamily complexes. We have some beautiful fourplexes that are only 6 years old that produce about $1,000 to $1,200 per month, and those are going to go out. I'm a licensed real estate broker, so I can quote numbers. They're going to go out at about $60,000, if you can believe that, and they're occupied, and presently professional property management is available. I really, in this short a period of time, I can't tell all the things that our company is doing. It's almost mandatory that someone comes down to a meeting or seminar and hear it for a couple hours, ask questions, and get familiar with us, and then you can make a logical decision. I'd really encourage one to call that 209-944-9400 about the dates and locations of the seminars, along with get a pad and piece of paper, because we're going to disclose those dates and locations here at the end of the show.
And does the price of the property indicate its true value?
Not necessarily. The economic value of these properties is much greater than what we're selling them for. The yield, cash-on-cash yield, positive cash flows. We have down payments as low as $5,000 to purchase one of these properties, but we really encourage one to perhaps consider paying cash, because the yield is so much greater than what you're borrowing money for now or what you're receiving in the bank.
All right, Dante, our time is running out. We want to make sure our viewers know about your upcoming seminars with the next 30 seconds, and we're putting them on the screen here. Yeah,
we have seminars in Sherman Oaks this evening, and this will be at the Valley Hilton Hotel. Pre-registration at 6:30, and be sure to get there early, and the seminar starts at 7. It'll go until about 10. Then tomorrow, Los Angeles, LAX Sheraton Hotel, and then on Sunday we'll be in Long Beach at the Long Beach Marriott. Saturday and Sunday are all-day seminars. They start at 9 o'clock in the morning.